What's going on, family? Welcome to another episode of the Tariq Elite live Ustream show. And I am in the house. This is Mr. Tariq Elite back in LA. I am back from Atlanta, making it do what it do. Tired as hell. I just got off the plane, just got to the crib. Face is ashy. Wash my face, is ashy as hell. I'm running on fumes, but I'm here. Excuse me. My face is ashy, yo. But I'm here. I'm here, family. And it's not going to be too long of a show tonight because I got to get some rest. But I just wanted to get online and chop up game with the family. What's up, you in the chat room from Middle Georgia? That's what's up, fam. That's what's up. Man. Does I look relaxed? Not really. I'm tired. Let me see who this is. We got somebody from Georgia calling. Let me grab this real quick. What's up? Who's calling?
Hi, this is Benita from Georgia.
Hey, Benita. How are you, love?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. Did you come to the event last night?
Absolutely, I did.
Oh, cool. How'd you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it thoroughly. So I'm kind of coming into an awakening of myself, and I listened to a few of your shows, and I thought, nothing like hearing it up close and personal, and you deliver the message, and I made my notes, and so it's a matter of putting things into play now.
Yes, indeed. The vibe and the energy was wonderful last night, man. I networked with a lot of good brothers and sisters out there, man. The vibe was real positive, and there were a lot of people who said they've never been to an event like that where just a lot of black folks there being so constructive. And that's something that we're going to have to start normalizing. But I had more fun than y'all. I had a great time with everybody last night. It was fun.
Well, you're always welcome back. We enjoyed it. And I look forward to, hearing more of what you have to put out for our community. And as the gentleman said last night, Black First.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, dear. But man, we had so much fun in Atlanta last night at the lecture, man. First, let me shout out to Georgia, Atlanta, South Carolina, all the people that came. What's up, Lady More Natural? Lady More Natural was in the house. All the people who came from all over. People came in from Miami. Shout out to the sister who came from Miami with her guy. She does graphic artwork. Shout out to that sister. So, man, we had a very good time last night, man. We had a very, very good time last night. You live in ATL, Fremont. You should have went, man. Man, it was packed in there last night, man. And I love that venue. I absolutely love that venue, man. The venue was wonderful. The venue. What's up, Rod? Yeah. Oh, it was some magic moments last night, man. So the lecture was great. Everybody was there. It was packed. And we did. I did my lecture, then I did an intermission before the question and answer, because that's not, we do that now. We do a 10, 15 minute intermission, then we do the question and answer. So I came out, I was backstage, I was like, what would have been funny if we had a J Slim poem. So I came back out, I was like, y'all, next time I come here, man, I have an idea. I might have J Slim open for me with some of his poems or something like that. You did? Thank you very much. My mom was there and everybody was taking pictures with my mom, so she loved it. But I was like, yeah, you know what? Next time I should bring Jay Slim. And somebody in the audience said, Jay Slim is here now. I thought he was just kind of saying it to be funny. And I'm like, really? Is Jay Slim here? Then I looked in the back. He was raising his hand. I said, oh, snap. So I brought Jay Slim up on stage and introduced him. He was a little nervous. But I brought my man Jay Slim on stage because a lot of people don't know what Jay Slim looked like. He's a real good sport about us clowning his rapey poems. He's cool. He's a real good sport about it because we've been clowning Jay Slim for like 5 years. And he's cool. He's in a relationship. He's cool as hell. I don't think his poems are as rapey as they were 5 years ago. But yeah, he's a real good sport about it. But there was so many good brothers and sisters there who were business owners. I was asking people who own businesses. There was a sister who's in the real estate. She was giving out her cards, telling people about how to get houses on the cheap. I want to get in touch with her. I got to find her card. I think my mother might have her card. I want to chop it up with her. There was a sister who has an insurance firm. A black-owned insurance thing she's doing. A lot of real estate brothers and sisters in there. So it was a real good vibe, man. Real good opportunity to network. And I had a great time, man. Just like in Philly. I had a great time in Philly. Philly was off the chain. And Detroit is next, man. So one more to go. 2 down, 1 to go. We're going to Detroit this week. The lecture in Detroit is next Saturday. Excuse me. So all you people... I'm going to get on the Lenox Mall in a minute. But yeah, all the people, if you're in Cleveland, if you're in Milwaukee, if you're in Michigan, anywhere around that area, I want to see your face in the place in Detroit next Saturday. Go to TariqLive.com. Go to TariqLive.com to get your tickets for Detroit. And when I leave Detroit, I'm going down to Birmingham, Alabama. I'm not doing a lecture down there. I'm kicking it with the family down there. And then while I'm in Birmingham, I'm going to drive over to Atlanta to do some work on that house I bought down there. So all my Atlanta people, if y'all know some people who, and I'm talking about some real thorough people who can do a little contracting work. There's a repair on the floor that I have to make. There's a hole in the floor, just a small hole I need to get fixed. And there are some latches that I need to put on the attic thing, that the stairs that goes to the attic. I need to fix the latches on that. So I just need somebody who's like a handyman / contractor who knows what he's doing. So if you know somebody, in LA, I can get the shit done. I go down to Home Depot, get me a couple of day laborers and get the shit knocked out for $50. For real, for real. We get it in with the day laborers out here. No, the day laborers out here, you can get shit done. They get it in. But it's some real simple stuff I need. I don't want people to, because sometimes niggas be trying to make a mountain out of a molehill. You dig? What's up, Texas lady? I'm going to find a property management place out there in Atlanta. I'm going to get a place out there. There's a whole bunch of them. So I'm going to find a property management place out there to manage that rental out there. But I'm gonna start getting a whole bunch of stuff out there, man. No, he wasn't, MJ. I don't think he was. They hang around Home Depot and ATL. Don't say that now. Where's a Home Depot by So y'all got the Hispanic brothers out there at the Home Depot and ATL? Oh, don't tell me that now. I'll be right out there. Oh yeah, dude did look like Suge Knight, lady. That dude, the dude who had on the big old dude who had on red. That dude looked just like Suge Knight from where I was standing. That's what's up, that dude. But yeah, we went to the Lenox Mall, and the Lenox Mall wasn't as moist as it used to be. I noticed that. The Lenox Mall wasn't as moist as it used to be. Because I remember going there a few years ago, and it was just like, it was like an episode of Glee. And one thing I noticed, a lot of white people at the Lenox Mall. The white people have come back to Atlanta, man. White people, they have come back to mid-Atlanta, man. They are in Atlanta heavy now. Like, you drive down Peachtree, man, it's a whole different thing. You think you're in Connecticut somewhere driving down Peachtree. Yeah, the gentrification in Atlanta is in full effect right now. Where are they sending all the black people? Because I know they took down all the housing projects. So where are they sending all the, let me say, lower income black people? Let me say that. Lower income black people. Where are they sending all the lower income black people? They're taking they've taken. I won't even say they're taking. They have taken Atlanta back. Yeah, I mean it's heavy. I'm not. It is what it is. So I'm like, where are they sending the black people in Atlanta? They sending them out to College Park. Yeah, I know New York. Yeah, New York is heavy. Like Harlem. Yeah, it's heavy. DeKalb County, Clayton County. That's where they're sending black people. I'm gonna say I haven't been out there in a minute. I haven't been out there in Decatur and all that. I haven't been out there in a minute. Where's Clayton County? MJ, I don't think he was MJ Music. I don't know. You asked me that before. I said I don't know, brother. Wait. Who said something about Cosby kidnapped? What? But what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a couple of clips of the Atlanta lecture. I'll put those up later on tonight when I'm done with the show. I'll put some of those up. Yeah, I know Chicago. Yeah, I know the deal with Chicago. What's up, everyone? Let's see who we got on the phone. A lot of folks calling. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, King Fleck.
Hey, what's up, family? Who is this?
What's up, man? I just had a question. I wanted to get your opinion on it.
All right, but first, who are you, man? What's your name?
Jay from LA.
Jay from LA. There you go. What's on your mind, Jay?
Yeah, I wanted to know, do you think everything like the Bill Cosby and the Confederate flag is basically a distraction from the 9 people that died in Charleston?
Well, yeah, a lot of that stuff, people say distractions, and it is, but they've distracted from that the minute it happened. So, when the 9 people got killed, they basically made the family go out and apologize and forgive Dylan. So that's done. So you never even hear about the 9 people anymore. You don't even hear nothing about that. They've done that on day one. They made this whole thing about forgiveness. So now it's not about Dylan. They don't even talk about Dylan Roof. Now it's about the flag. It's all about the Confederate flag, and everybody's putting their energy into that. It's all about some of the militant protesters that they focus on and the Black Lives Matter groups and all that. But they ain't talking about anything tangible that we need to do to stop or rectify or compensate for systematic white supremacy. So this whole thing, this whole Confederate flag issue is definitely a smokescreen. They have all these Confederate flag marches around the country. So it's all a deflection. And now they act like taking the flag down is progress. And all the flag is a symbol of a bigger problem. The symbol is down, but the problem is still here. And they ain't focusing on the problem. I talked about that last night in Atlanta too. But yeah, we got to stay focused on what the problem is, which is systematic racism, and what ways we can do to protect ourselves. What Jay? Where you at? You out there in San Bernardino or Rialto or Riverside? Where you at?
Yeah, Colton.
There you go. Yeah. What's the vibe out there, man?
Man, everything is everything.
Yeah.
People acting like they don't know or don't see or some don't care,
Yeah. I feel you. In LA, man, we on something else out here. Black folks out here, they just gave up. They're just like, whatever. They done sent all the black people out here basically to Lancaster, Palmdale, San Bernardino, Riverside. And, I went to Fox Hills Mall, and that shit looks like the Beverly Center now.
Oh, yeah, man. They pushing USC buying up all the property, too.
Yeah. And another thing, in USC, around that area, they throwing those gang injunctions on cats hard. So if dudes out there, they jaywalk, they tie you into a gang, and they lock you up for 1 million years now, man. So they cleaning that area up with gentrification and mass incarceration. So we got to be real serious about what's happening out here. All right, man.
Yeah, man. Them 2 Asian kids gave them all the reason they needed.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Man, but anyway, thanks for the call, brother. Excuse me. Excuse me. All that traveling be messing with your throat. How can I get you to do a lecture in New Orleans? Dude, let me talk to everybody. People always say, well, how can I get you to do this? How can I get you to come to Cleveland? How can I get you to come to Boston? How can I get you? Dude, it ain't rocket science. It's so simple. It's simple as hell. Money. All you need is money. You get everything done with money. I come when you bring the money. All you promote, that's why when we did the Hidden Color series, I put a lot of dudes up on the promotion game and help a lot of people make money that way. I help a lot of people make money when we did the Hidden Colors thing because I outsourced a lot of the screenings. So I got with brothers, I said, okay, look, all you need to do, rent a venue. I don't know the area. Rent a venue out there. You know some of the black businesses. Get some of the black businesses to come in as vendors. Charge them a couple $100 to vend at the movie. You're going to make your profits. Give us the screening fee. It's not that much. And make your money. Y'all just got to start getting off that old bullshit and start hustling and getting in the game. It takes money. Get with a promoter out there. Get a cool venue. Some of the venues, especially in these smaller cities, shouldn't be that much. Get a venue. What's up, son? What's up, buddy? You get a venue. Give me my stacks up front. And get you some vendors to, charge them a couple of $100 or even $100 to come in and sell their stuff. You let them sell their stuff. You sell your tickets. What's up? Well, don't be hiding from mom. What are you doing? Don't let him knock that over here. Look at mom. Let me show y'all my boy Asia. Look how big Asia's gotten. Look at this big old baby. Look at how big this boy is. A little chunky baby.
TJ. What is he on?
What are you doing, Dan? Don't let him step on these plugs. Yeah, so, and another thing, too, when you guys do promotion, don't be janky with it, because sometimes I deal with promoters, and, they keep trying to cut corners. That's another thing. These promoters be wanting to cut corners and do the most and try to milk shit for every dime they can get and do little slick stuff that kind of rubs me the wrong way. And I have to get on a lot of cats' cases for that. And one thing, if y'all want me to come to your city, don't have me in a janky venue. Because a lot of dudes be like, okay, I know a kitchen we can do the lecture in that my uncle work at and I can get it for free. No, fuck all that. Did y'all see the venue last night was extreme? What you talking about, TJ? Yeah, the venue last night was tight. That venue in Atlanta, that was a tight venue. Even the venue in Philly that our sister Kiana got, that venue was tight. Yeah, they dressed alike. But the venue last night was off the chain. I loved it. That venue was off the chain. It was nice and sizey. It was man, the backstage was tight. The stage was big and Baz had a screen, and it was just beautiful, man. The Alliance Theater was top class, and that's my thing. I want my audience to be comfortable. I want you to go to an event where you can dress nice and everything is cool. You're not at an event and there's people making donuts in the other room or some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I had my blazer on. I had to sparkle a little bit. It was lights, cameras, action, so I had to bring a little pizzazz to it. I saw y'all niggas clowning my coat on Instagram. But I clowned it a little bit last night. I was clowning myself, but I was real mackish with it though. You dig? But that's the thing. You get a cool venue, nice stage, nice seating. Get a nice venue. You rent that out. Give me my fee. Bring me on out, pay for the hotel and the flight, and get you some vendors to help you out to make extra income who will sell some of their stuff. Charge them $100 or a couple of $100 to come on in and sell stuff. They'll be glad to do it. I'm going to bring in an audience The minimum I will, on the low end, I will bring in at least 300 or 400 people on the low end. At least that's guaranteed. At least 300 or 400 people, at least, and that's good. That's a good turnout. Yeah, and like in London, it was like 1,000 people. You dig? And there was a lot of venues. They made money hand over fist in London. Hand over fist. They had a whole bunch of venues, jam packed, so everybody's in there buying stuff. Man, it's son. You all right, buddy?
He's trying to talk over you.
I know.
Hey.
Y'all clowning Crispy. Why y'all clowning poor Crispy? They said he's doing high school cafeteria. Somebody said, I don't know what Crispy Senior is up to. They say he's doing like a Motel 6 conference room tour for 20 people and 15 people. Bless his heart. Yeah, the venue in Philly was nice, man. That was a great venue. I love that venue. I love that venue. Yeah, it was packed in there last night, man. Last night was jam packed. Last night was jam packed, man. Yes, indeed. What are you talking about, TJ?
You want an apple?
You want an apple? You want an apple? Apple nothing. Man, let's see who's on the phone. Coco's over there, son. What's up? Who's calling?
What's up, man? This is Brian calling from Atlanta.
Brian?
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's up, Brian? Were you at the venue last night?
Absolutely, man. You killed it. I really enjoyed myself.
Man, much respect, man. Where you from, brother?
I live in northwest Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Cool.
But I'm originally from Nigeria, though.
Oh, cool. So what's on your mind, fam?
Yeah, I just had a question for you. What do you think about other races that seem to be either caping or acting like agents for white supremacists? Like specifically, I have an Asian friend who every time he gets drunk, he always wants to talk about how he loves to fuck black girls.
Oh, Lord.
Like it's a thing that helps us connect or something like that.
Yeah. That, and when he does that, you check his ass. You check
Oh,
his
absolutely.
ass. Or you flip it on him. Well, if you say, if you love fucking black girls, I love getting Asian girls to give me dome. Especially those ones that work the track over where you from. You know, flip it right back on his ass. What part of Asia is he from?
He's from China originally, but he's grown up, I think, like in Kentucky.
Flip it back on his ass.
South.
Talk about all those geisha girls and how those Chinese chicks be on the track. Just flip it back on him. You just say, well,
yeah, he always tries to flip it and say that he doesn't like Asian girls. He only likes white girls. Anytime there's alcohol flowing, all of a sudden he likes black girls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they like to go slumming. That's their thing. They like to slum with us. That's their little thing. And then they talk about it even in a very derogatory way. And understand, when people get drunk, the truth starts coming out. The truth starts coming out when they get drunk. So, understand that you got you wannabe white supremacists because that's what they do. A lot of these people come over in order. Now, if he's saying that to you, just imagine what he's saying when he gets around the white supremacists. So he's like he's like the little token white supremacist, the white supremacist wannabe. And that's how these other groups get little brownie points with the white supremacists, by saying little slick stuff about black folks, because that's what the white supremacist males do. They talk about how they be banging the black girls and all. That's their little thing. So that's why I get on sisters for bragging about how they got with a white dude. I'm like, do you really know what some of these dudes be saying behind your back? It's not complimentary. You dig? So, it is what it is. But, hey, I'm not shocked. So you deal with the dude accordingly, man. But thank you for the call, brother. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they talk all that shit, how they don't like Asian girls, but he'll get an Asian wife. But yeah, just talk about how people in his community get down. Yeah, talk about all the pussy throwing that's going on in his community. Yeah. So you got a friend from Cambodia. He raps in Atlanta. He got 2 kids from black women. Hilarious. And that's another thing too. My man, he was from He's from Nigeria, and a lot of Asian people, Chinese are out there in Africa, and a lot of those Chinese dudes. That's the thing now for a lot of the Chinese. They're over there in Africa getting those African women. You dig? So that's the thing. It's like international slumming because that's how they look at it. Let's see who's calling. What's up? Who's calling?
Yeah, how you doing, Tariq, man? It's Steve from Compton, but I stay in Dallas right now.
There you go. What part of Dallas you in?
Oh, right now I'm in Arlington.
Okay, well, that's a big change from Compton to Dallas. What made you go to Dallas?
Just trying something new, you know what I'm saying, man? I'm single right now, you know what I mean? No kids, you know what I mean? So it ain't nothing for me to try something new.
How long you been out there in Dallas, bro?
Going on about a year now.
Where in Compton did you stay? What hood?
Well, I was on the west side of Tradney Park. It was off Laundry and Central.
Yeah, that's MC8's hood. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. yeah, most of it, mate.
Yes, indeed.
Hey, but I'll holler at you because I know it's kind of off the subject right now, but this whole NCAA thing, I was listening to the Farrakhan interview again.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how he was talking to Bobby Kennedy Jr. and how he was talking about they coming up with all this to, you know what I mean, exterminate all the black men. And he was talking about how he can't go to, the head men, you know what I'm saying, the black leaders right now because they sell out.
Yeah.
He can't go to the black caucus, you know what I'm saying, because they weak.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how the NCAA is suspect. And then the whole little racial thing come out. And it's like, you know what I'm saying, this whole white supremacy thing, they try to get the information out first, whether it's good or bad. So when that interview came out, 2 weeks later, this whole little, I call it Transformers, I call it Rachel Tron. You know what I'm saying? Because she flipped the whole script.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's like, okay, this man that exposed her, so they want to push it out now, and then you don't hear nothing about her no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just want to see how you feel about that.
Yeah, okay, I'll touch on that now, man. Thank you for the call, brother. But
all right.
Yeah, Mr. Farrakhan was talking about how I think Bobby Kennedy, one of those people, came to him, kind of letting them know a lot of slick stuff that was going on behind the scenes. And from what Brother Farrakhan said, and we still want to get Minister Farrakhan for Hidden Colors 4. I done talked to so many people, and I still want to get our brother for Hidden Colors 4. That will be such the people want him. So many people want to see Minister Farrakhan in Hidden Colors 4. My brothers and sisters who work closely to the brother, especially out there in Chicago, his relatives, y'all holla at the minister. We would love to have him, man. It's the Hidden Colors audience. That's the audience right now. That is the audience right now. And when you talk about grassroots, Hidden Colors is the grassroots right now. Hidden Colors is the grassroots media right now. That's everything right now. You dig? So we definitely still want to get the brother in it because the information he's dropping is going to be right in line to what's happening. And hey, man, I done talked to everybody, bro. I done talked to Brother Minister Farrakhan's grandkids, just so many people. We're still trying to get the word in. But it's absolutely true that a lot of these so-called black organizations, they're not going to do anything with the information. If you gave them some information about what's happening when somebody in the dominant society is really doing harm to black people, what's the NAACP going to do? But start forgiving them and praying for them like they did for Donald Sterling and then give them an award. You dig? So we need to be in a position, man. We need to just keep talking and keep practicing empowerment, economic empowerment, man. That's the only answer we got so far. Because I go around the country and there's just black folks out here. It's like, outside of the melanoid mentality community, people like us who are awakened. There's just people, man. They're like the Walking Dead, man. They're looking like the Walking Dead. They just giving up. You dig? What's the young man who got shot out there in Chicago? Is it Capo? The kid who got shot at one of Chief Keef's people. The kid got shot and they got him on video bleeding to death. That's so sad, man. That's that's some suicidal shit at this point. That's some real sad shit. You dig? Very bad look. Capo. Very sad shit, man. My condolences go out to his family. I think a kid got hurt too in that whole thing. That shit, brothers out there, that shit y'all doing, man. Just if you're going to do all that, just kill yourself. If you're going to be doing all that stupid rah-rah shit, that don't give a fuck, rah-rah ass shit, just kill yourself, nigga. Because that's some sucker shit right there. That's just some sucker shit. All you doing, man, shit like that, it fucks up everybody's money. Let's forget about morality. Let's just talk on some street shit right now. That's some dusty nigga shit y'all pulled in Chicago, killing Capo. That's some real dusty, bum-ass nigga shit y'all did, killing that dude like that. Because all you're doing, you done made the block smoking hot right now. Y'all done made the block so hot out there right now. The block is hot. Can't no real hustlers get no money. The money is shut down right now. They investigating everybody. They out there turning stones, asking questions. They sweeping the neighborhood, shaking people down for information. So now the block is hot. The money is frozen on the streets right now. So if I'm out there, if I was hustling, getting some money in Chicago, and y'all did that bum, dusty nigga shit, I would be so pissed off. Y'all shooting dudes and running over kids and all this old bummy ass, I don't give a fuck because I ain't got no dad in my life shit. That's dusty nigga shit. That's hoe ass shit right there. Have some little hater shit. Now the dude's trying to get his rise up in the game. And that was just niggas hating on him. That's just niggas hating on him. Y'all shoot Capo, but then when these cops out here whooping your ass, now you, oh, well, sir, yes, sir, sir, yes, sir. You ain't all on that rah-rah shit then. You dig? So y'all making the block hot for no reason, man. There's absolutely no reason doing that bullshit. Because dudes are suicidal at this point. Well, it's because, man, you know, I get it. I get it, man. When you have, Chicago is so segregated, it's ridiculous. I saw another story talking about the segregation in Chicago. The so-called black neighborhood in Chicago is a prison plantation. They've made the black area in Chicago a prison plantation. See, the white supremacists, they're very smart. See, they can incarcerate you without putting you behind bars. They know how to incarcerate you and putting you in a situation of segregation, racial segregation, and then depriving your segregated area of resources. You're in a prison. We're going to talk about that in Detroit when I get to Detroit next week. So y'all need to come on up. We're going to talk about that when I go to Detroit. Yeah, I know the suspects are in custody, but the thing is, the block is still hot because what they do, they're going to use that to get a whole bunch of people. They're going to use that to get a whole bunch of people. Because now, whoever the suspects are, they're going to tie them to whoever gang they want to tie them to. And that's what they do. They're not just going to start getting one or two of us. When dudes do real dumb shit like that, The white supremacists, they learn how to dragnet niggas. They know how to get a whole bunch. They learn how to tie a whole bunch of us in. So now if a dude goes out and robs a liquor store, instead of him just, that's a crazy nigga who robbed a liquor store, just like they do the white supremacists, like when a white criminal goes out and shoots somebody, well, he's a lone wolf. Yeah, Dylan Roof, yeah, we know that he's tied in with other white supremacist groups and he gave props to white supremacist groups, and there's thousands of white supremacist groups who think like him, but he's a lone wolf. You think they never tie them into anybody. But if you let a black person go rob a liquor store and he has on a purple shirt, he's part of the Grape Street Crips. So we're going to have to get him and all 100 gang members that he's connected with. Just like with Bobby Smurda. I was just about to say with Bobby Smurda, that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. See, black people get punished for being black. Black folks get punished just for being black. What happens is the white supremacists, they create segregated areas based on race. Those are creations by the white supremacists. So they create a racially segregated area, deprive that area of resources, do not let the maldistributed wealth go into those neighborhoods that they've created. Then when you have a kid like Bobby Smurda, he's born into this racially segregated area with deprived resources. So he grows up around gang members and his friends are gang members because you live in an area where you have to protect yourself and you create gangs for protection. That's what gangs are for. The ultimate goal of a gang is to protect yourself because everybody's out there hungry trying to eat. Then when you have a Bobby Smurda who says, hey, let me write some rhymes and I see music, that might be my way out. Let me write some rhymes and just get creative and let that be my out. So now he writes his rhymes, gets online, has a hit record, bam, I'm getting away from this. I'm on my way out of here. I'm doing something good for myself. So the white supremacists say, oh, no, no, no. Those dudes you grew up with, well, they committed crimes. And since you shouting out their gang on your records, you're tied in with them. And we're going to bring your little ass right back down in this barrel. Because Bobby Smurda, he didn't commit those crimes. He's being incarcerated because of the association he has. See how the white supremacists are very sophisticated with white supremacy? So this is why we got to get our shit together and get focused so that we can look out for each other when we're getting attacked by the white supremacists. And see, we get into this, well, let's put on some free Bobby Smurda shirts. See, we get on some dumb shit. And we don't ever want to get into the money game. And I was talking about that last night, the importance of money. We're going to talk about that in Detroit. But we don't want to get into the money game. See, when it comes to utilizing our funds, our money, we start, kind of looking around and looking away. Because when one of us goes to jail, we think doing some symbolic bullshit is progress. We think wearing a Black Lives Matter t-shirt is progress. We think free Lil Bootsy t-shirts is progress. Y'all know when Eric Shepherd was in jail and all the media hype was around our brother Eric Shepherd down in Georgia when he went to jail, you had all these people online doing symbolic shit. Well, we're going to walk on the flag too in honor of Eric Shepherd. We're gonna wear some free Eric Shepherd shirts. Free our brother Eric Shepherd. We're going to do the Eric Shepherd challenge. Y'all walking on flags. Everybody's doing all this symbolic stuff, but nobody bothered to bail the brother out. Nobody bothered to put up some money. That's why I bailed him out. I'm like, okay, has anybody... I talked to his mom. What's going on? Oh, we ain't got no bail money. I said, okay, that's what I thought. All these niggas doing all this running around. Ain't nobody trying to bail the dude out. If I ever go to jail, God forbid, don't put on no free t-shirt. Bail me the fuck out. If I need it. He's not in jail no more. He's out. He's not in jail no more. He's out. He called me the other day. Thanking me for bailing him out. So Eric Shepherd is out of jail. He can't get online because they got all types of restrictions on the brother. So he can't get on any social media, none of that shit. He's not in jail. Eric Shepherd is out of jail. I've talked to Eric Shepherd. He called me. Eric Shepherd is out of jail. He's out. Yeah, I seen people wiping their asses with flags and just doing all this symbolic attention whoring shit. Doing all this symbolic attention whoring stuff. But ain't nobody putting up no bail. Thank you. You're welcome, Damien. And nobody throw no bail money in the mix. Yeah, because I just get to the A, B, and C's of things, man. I'm not into all that symbolism. People out here suffering and we doing the symbolic thing. Yeah, and that's another thing. Cats, snatching flags down and all right, whatever. But we need to do some tangible things, man. We really need to be into the tangible business. I can't wait till y'all see the lecture. The footage looks great that we shot of the Code of Conduct tour. The footage looks so good. And that's going to be available probably in a couple of weeks. My last lecture is this Saturday. I want to see how the footage goes off that. But you guys are going to really, really enjoy the information, man. You guys are going to really enjoy the information. That's true, brother. Grad Bash, man, that's true. He said, "You think blacks we need our own football league? We do. We had our baseball league. We do need our own football league. We need our own basketball league, man. We really, 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 really need that. Again, that's what Melanoid Nation is for, man. That's what Melanoid Nation is for. That's why, man, I go out of my way to help schools, especially schools that are already here. Schools that are already here, African-centered schools out here, I go out of my way to help them. Because that's one thing. We talk a good game, but when it comes to really helping some of these folks, everybody start twiddling their thumbs. Yeah, I spoke on that whole thing, Naptown Queen. I spoke on that weeks ago. Some brothers in the NBA were talking about getting their own league. They need to do, and the thing is, man, what they need to do, if they're going to do it, they got to do it real fast. Don't talk about it. Do that shit before the white supremacists try to sabotage it. Because a lot of times we sit up talking about we're going to plan on doing this, we plan on doing that. And what happens is the white supremacists will come up with ways to sabotage it right before you get it off the ground. Just like when Suge Knight, Irv Gotti, and Jay Prince were going to start an all-black distribution thing. They made this big announcement they were going to start an all-black record distribution company. And within a week, all of them got busted by the feds on different charges. They sabotaged those brothers and knocked them all out. So y'all keep it on the low, keep it among yourselves, work behind the scenes, then bam, launch it and then get it going right off the ground. So the momentum is going and you can't stop the momentum. Yeah, they just have to do it. And another thing too, we gotta be sure that a lot of cats are not out here being frontmen for really white organizations, because that's another thing. They'll get a black person, a black celebrity, and have him come out with like, "Hey, this is my brand new water, brother. I got my brand new water, man. Support my brand new water." And really, it's a white-owned company, but they're the face of it. They got like a very small percentage. You dig? So that's it. Yeah. Some people are saying that the title thing is like that. And I love Jay-Z. I love Jay-Z. Respect Jay-Z and Beyonce. But that happened before with Jay. When Jay came out like, hey, kind of giving the impression that title, that's his thing. And I love Jay. I'm not saying this disrespectfully, because I got a lot of respect for Jay. He's a good businessman. I just don't like them making it seem like it's a black-owned thing, and then when you see all the employees, they're all white, and the people who's really behind it, they coming out saying, well, hey, Jay-Z don't really own this. It's us who really own it. See, that's not a good look. Now with 50, you know what? Now 50, I will give 50 props. 50 let it be known that it was a deal he had with the whole vitamin water thing. So 50 kind of let it be known. So I think 50 was pretty honest about his relationship with the vitamin water company. You dig? No, Jay-Z, I'm not saying Jay-Z is shady. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying Jay-Z is shady at all. But what we don't need to see black faces for white companies. That's the thing. We don't need to see black faces for white companies. But, I'm not Jay-Z is a damn good businessman. And Jay-Z, I know him and Will, they put together some and produced stage plays like that fella, I think that's fella. They did that one. So, they're making moves. They're making moves. What's up, Ola? And ain't that the same thing that's going on with Diddy and Ciroc? Because that's another thing. After Diddy went to jail, wasn't Ciroc, the people who were really behind it, weren't they talking a little greasy? Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of these people, they're saying, well, I'm coming out, I got a TV network. But basically, they just they cut a side deal with the white company. So they don't really own the thing. So they don't really own it. What's up, Ola? What's the name of that herb you were talking about from Tahuti? I need to get that. I want to buy that. That moringa and what else? Because I was going to buy it earlier and I forgot. I got to get some of Tahuti's products. Being out here on the road, because sometimes when I'm on the road, I feel a cold creeping up. I take some of Tahuti's stuff, man, and knock that shit right on out. Yeah, now 50 is the executive producer for Power. So Diddy's making moves, and Power's the best show on television. I'm about to watch that. Me and my wife are going to watch that when we go upstairs, because I missed it last night. Dude, you can just own the product, man. We can just own the product. We can own the product. There's people now, because of the Hidden Colors series being so successful, there are people who think, they see Hidden Colors, they want, well, who's the distributor? Who's backing this? They think that there's some white people behind the scenes who actually kind of put up some money for it, and they didn't. That's 100%. That brand is 100% black owned. And it competes with the films in the dominant society. I rock with Sean John. I wear Sean John shit to this day. I wear it to this day. So yeah, we got to get back to that. See, the thing is, what happens, and this is how the game goes a lot of times. A lot of times when it comes to black products, now they will buy you out. They'll buy you out. And sometimes they start giving you offers you can't refuse. Because now, like with Beats by Dre, they gave my man an offer he couldn't refuse. And I don't blame Dre. I can't blame him, because who's going to turn down $1 billion? Now, I don't blame you. I mean, who's really going to turn down $1 billion? Somebody offer you $1 billion, you're going to take $1 billion. I'm not mad at him. But with that billion, I'll start 100 more businesses. I would start 100 more businesses, though. Tiger's the homie, man. I don't know all this shit. I don't know what all that stuff they saying about the homie Tiger talking to a trainee and all that. Tiger's the homie. Tiger's cool with me. I respect the dude. I think, people set you up and all types of shit, with these sex scandals. So I don't know what's going on with that shit. I don't know what's going on with that. Because I know how people lie on you. People will lie on you and, they'll set you up and you talking to one person, then they claim you talking to somebody else. So I know people lie. So I don't know. I would need to see what's going on with that situation. You dig? Hold on 1 second, family. Hold on 1 second, family. Alex Jones talked about black injustice. What was he talking about? But yeah, the ladies from Carol's daughter, I know she had to take more than $2 million because she was making more than that. I heard they gave her more than that. That's another thing. That Carol's daughter, no, MJ, he's not. That Carol's daughter was making a lot of money, so they bought her out. They went on and bought her out. And that's the thing. That's why there should be more of us getting our businesses together so that the one or two of us who pop up, they don't just buy us out so easily. And it's cool, they want to bring some paper in, but we need to be in a position to circulate that money in a certain community that we set up. And that's why I like to practice what I preach, man. I said when I'm going down to Atlanta and I'm going to start getting some of that property and just start getting shit going. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I bought a house down there in Atlanta cash. I bought a house cash. I'm going to rent it out. I'm going to get some more houses out there so we can control as much as we can out there. Control the land. Own some of the land out there. Especially downtown. I want to start getting a whole bunch of stuff that's close to downtown because that property is going to start appreciating even more pretty soon. No, you sell to whoever. See, that's the name of the game. See, we can sell to whoever. You bring in money from whoever you need to bring it in from. So no. We sell, no. You say we should sell to ourselves only. No, we sell to whoever, as long as we own shit. See, understand this. Businesses are created to make money. Understand that. Businesses are created to make money. You say wait, J Money, hold on. J Money, I'm going to hold you on to that. J Money said black businesses cannot thrive while isolated. Explain why, Jay. Explain why. Let me get on Jay. I want Jay to explain why black businesses cannot make money while isolated. Jay Money, do you want to call in, sir? Michael Jackson's trying to put Sony out of business. No, Michael Jackson owned 50% of Sony's publishing, bruh. I talked about that down in Atlanta and Philly, too. Jay, where you at, man? Now you got quiet. Where'd Jay go? Now he's quiet. Jay Money, where you at? I gotta find that sister's name too, MJ. The sister who was talking about those houses. I want to talk to her too, because she said she knows where you can get houses for $5,000. I'm trying to holler at her. I'm trying to find her info. And when I get off the air, I'm going to probably holler at my mom. I think she gave my mother a card. Jay Money, I want you to call up, sir, if you don't mind. We want to talk about what you interjected. Jay Money, what number are you calling from? Give me your area code so I can answer your call, Jay. Jay, what number are you going to be calling from, sir? Because I want you to elaborate on what you said. I only want J Money to call up. I want Jay to call up. Oh yeah, the young lady's, her name was Kendria. She gave her website. If I listened to the playback of the footage, I would find the information. So I can do that. I was like, all right, give me 5 minutes. Like, what you got to do, dude? Just call now, Jay. See, now you bullshitting. That's the thing, Jay. And we got that type of shit with black folks. You might be a white supremacist too. People want to interject, and when you want them to stand on what they're saying, oh, give me 5 minutes. More jive ass talk. What you need 5 minutes for? Just say what you have to say. I want you to elaborate on what you said. That dude said Jay has to put his shirt on before he called. You ain't gonna be on the air, nigga, so you ain't gotta get primped up. What you gonna do, go brush your teeth? The hell you gotta do? Yeah, he's like, oh shit, he's calling me out on my trolling. Because that's all you were doing, nigga. Trolling for attention. Yeah, he's doing some research now. He's Googling. He's trying to Google some shit now. J Money. I was a nigga. And that's the thing. Niggas be interjecting and not know what the fuck they talking about. And when you call them out, niggas get to running. He's getting his struggle notes. Exactly. That nigga, give me 5 minutes. Let me feed the gerbil. He has to go feed his gerbil, the gerbil that he let rummage around in his ass. All right, J Money. The number is 818-850-5404. 1-850-5404. All right, that's the number, Jay. So don't nobody but J Money call up. Yeah, the houses are pretty cheap out there in Atlanta. So I'm waiting on my man J Money. Yeah, he probably got a voice change. That nigga downloaded a voice changing app. He could sound like Darth Vader when he call up. Let me see. Hello? Hello? Yeah. Okay. Nigga just wanted his voice to be heard. What's up? Who's calling? What, wrong one. Hold on. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to Tariq show.
All right. Who is this?
B from Philly.
I'm going to have you call back in a minute, B. Only J Money called up. I only want J Money calling up. Where you at, J Money? Was that you who called and hung up? Was that you, J Money? Say J Money is on here a lot. Yeah, he's getting his Fox News talking points together. All right, J Money only. Hello? Hello? Okay, yeah, niggas just calling up, breathing and not saying nothing. All right, J Money, you got the number, Jay. So when you start calling dudes out on their fuckery, they ain't got nothing to say. What's up? Who's calling?
Yo, this J Money, nigga. What's up?
This motherfucker right here. Nigga, you sound like your mouth is muffling from all the nuts you got in it, nigga. Spit some of them nuts out your mouth and say what's up. Let's see who we got here. All right, what's up? Who's calling? Hello? There you go. So now J Money is playing on the phone. He's calling from a bunch of different numbers. He's just playing on the phone now. He's playing. Which is what we thought. He's just playing on the phone. What's up? Who's calling?
This is not Jake Money, but I had a question.
I'm gonna have you call back, brother. Y'all gotta call back. Not right now. Yeah, this nigga's calling from different numbers now. Yeah, he's playing. See, when you call niggas out of their with their fuckery. All right, what's up? Who's calling?
Yo, what's good? This is your boy Prince from Atlanta, by way of New York.
I'm gonna have you call back, Prince. Not right now. I'm gonna have y'all call back. Yeah, so J Money, I asked you gonna have to get banned out the room, Jay. Jay, your ass is gonna have to get banned, brother. You didn't represent, Jay. You got called out on your smart nigga fuckery. Smart dumb nigga shit. What's up? Who's calling? Yo. Hold on one second. Because that number keeps calling. I'm calling this number back. He keeps calling and hanging up.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 317.
I'm calling your ass back, nigga. We calling from these little dummy numbers. I'm gonna leave a message this time.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 31790378779 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Trust. Without it, there's no love.
If you're satisfied with the message, press 1. To listen to your message, press 2. Message review.
Trust. Without it, there's no love.
If you're satisfied with the message, press 1. To send your message with normal delivery, press 1. To send your message, thank you. Your message has been sent.
There you go, nigga. Sent your bitch ass a moist message. Alright, you bitch ass nigga. Jay, I'm about to ban you. You little, hold on, I'm looking at your shit right now. There you go. Ban your stupid ass. There you go. He's probably a low-key white supremacist in here. Yeah, he's a little low-key white supremacist. Little slick ass trying to spread disinformation. We got you. We got you, Jay Penny. Man. All right. But yeah, y'all get y'all tickets to see me in Detroit. I'll be in Detroit this Saturday. We heavy in here, man. We are heavy in here. Yeah, I'll be in Detroit this Saturday, chopping up some very good game. Be chopping up some. It is probably Crispy's last. He's always trolling. Crispy stays trolling under different accounts and on YouTube and different accounts on Facebook. He stays on that shit. What's up? Who's calling? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hey.
Is this Tariq?
This is Tariq. Who is this?
This is Z from Florida.
Z from Florida. What's up, Z?
Nothing much. I'm kind of shocked that I got through, but I have a question about traveling.
Okay. Now Z, how old are you? Z, you sound very young. You sound you don't. You sound either young or very old. I can't tell which one you are.
No, I'm 23. I'm actually turning 24 next month.
Okay, you got one of them voices. We can't tell if you like one of them old chicks or like a real young one.
I was laying down on my stomach, actually.
Okay. Oh, is Jay over at your house? You laying on your stomach? This nigga trying to hump some ass?
Nah. But I wanted to ask you because I just graduated from physical therapy school and I want to work for a travel company. And, they send you all over the country to work at different clinics. So how do you, protect yourself when you're traveling around? Because I know you travel a lot, but you can't just go to places and just go to places that you don't know. You get what I'm saying? So how do you protect yourself when you're out traveling all across the country?
No, you're good. You're good. If you got the paper and you got business to handle where you go, you're going to be fine. So, yeah, don't be afraid to just go places. I know that, being a black person, sometimes your movement is restricted, but don't be afraid to go places. If you're there handling business and you're there to handle business, you're good. So you always have an agenda wherever you go. So you're straight, as long as you present yourself right. Now, Now, the people ask in the room now, are you a lesbian?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you got a little stuttishness in your voice. I can hear it.
Stuttishness?
Yeah, I can hear it. You got a little stuttishness, and that's not a bad thing. You're like, how long you been dealing with the girls?
Let's see. Quite some time now. I mean, I can't really say years. That's a little personal. That's a long conversation.
But we're gonna have it right now because we are all family. Z, we are family. We are family. Now you're 23. When did you come out, or did you come out to your family yet?
I mean, I feel like I don't really have to because I have family that know, but I feel like I'm not gonna have a party and just be like, "Oh, I'm gay," because that's none of their business.
Yeah,
You know,
I feel
people
that.
assume. Yeah, people assume, but I'm not gonna. I feel like that's nobody's business really, because nobody tells me what they do with their sex life. I don't need to tell my parents what I do. Like I'm grown.
Now, you got a girlfriend now?
Yeah.
Is she real femme?
Is she what?
Is she real femme?
Yeah.
Oh, how long you been dealing with her?
Almost 2 years. November made 2 years. But that's the thing is, you know, I actually emailed you on Facebook asking you because, you know, I'm going to start traveling and stuff like that. And it's hard because I kind of want to break it off because I want to go travel and do my thing, you know?
Damn,
Just
you trying to get your full country lick on. There's a lot of coochie you haven't licked yet. So you got to kind of get it in. So you just getting out the house. You trying to get out of the community, licking on that same cooch for 2 years. You trying to upgrade. So
not only that, you know, I definitely there's a lot of businesses I want to start too, and I ain't really trying to be in a relationship for real. So that's the thing. I'm trying to travel and get out there and really get some business done.
Now, how old is your chick?
She's older than me. She's turning 25. I'm turning 24.
Oh, okay. So she got her a young stud. Okay. Now, have you ever been with a dude before?
Yeah, I have. And I wouldn't really say I'm a stud. I don't really identify with being a stud because, you know, some studs are overboard with it. Like, they really feel like they're men. And that's not where I'm at. I don't feel like I'm a man.
Right.
I'm still in touch with my feminine side. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. But I can hear the studishness all in your voice. I can hear it. I heard it when you start talking. And I'm not saying good or bad. I'm just saying it is what it is. When you dealt with dudes, how long ago was it when you were dealing with dudes?
Probably I first started dealing with men. That was at like 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And what made you say, okay, this dick ain't cutting it. I need some coochie in my life and some titties.
It's not that the thing is that I've always liked women. I remember when I was young, my mother kind of found out, like I was real young, and my mother found out. My mother told me, hey, that's wrong. You're not supposed to like women. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah. So I suppressed it from early. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel like what happened is I was dating a guy, but then eventually I realized, okay, I got some suppressed feelings going on, and I need to explore them.
Oh, okay. Because was he not getting you off, so to speak, when y'all were getting it in?
No, I wouldn't say that. And mind you, the guy that I was with was really young. I was 18, he was 18, so he had a lot of childish tendencies. Oh. Okay. And that was a problem for me because I felt like I was more mature than him. You get what I'm saying? So eventually I was just like, okay, you acting like my son. Yeah. You know, I got to move on and I got to explore who I am and try to figure out who I am.
So did you go to college when you left high school after 18?
Yeah, I did. And then I stopped, and then I went back and I finished. I just finished school in May.
Oh, cool. Because, you still in that college range, by the way. So did you get your first experience with a woman after when you went to college?
No, probably before. Yeah, definitely before. Okay. Before I went to college and finished, it was, yeah.
Okay, so it was around the same time you had the boyfriend, right?
No, this was after him. After him is when I had my first girlfriend.
Oh, okay. How'd that work out? Your first girlfriend? Where'd you go? How'd that work out? You and the homegirl were sitting around the house. Then all of a sudden, somebody took a face dive in somebody's lap. I mean, how'd that pan out?
Nah, it was a long distance situation where we had. I met her on Twitter actually, and we chopped it up for like a year. Oh, okay. And we actually met up, and that's how it happened. Because I'm real picky, there's a lot of women. I live in Florida, like close by Miami. And yeah, I just don't trust a lot of the lesbians. So the girl that I was talking to, we got to know each other, and eventually it just happened.
So yeah, you start kind of putting your bid in on Twitter, like, "Ooh, your pictures you kind of cute." Yeah.
No, actually, she snatched me.
Oh,
It is
okay.
what it is.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
But ever since then, there was a couple girls after that. You go from being a baby dyke and you progress.
Yeah. So now, what do you look like now? Do you look more, butch, or do you still have somewhat of
No,
a feminine look?
no, I definitely not. Like I said, I have my days where I do look more like a boy, but then I have my days where I look very feminine.
Like, are you like a Dage Loaf looking type of stud, or
I guess you could say so.
like, are you
The
like
thing is,
studdish but fuckable?
yes, that's the
Okay.
thing, and men love me. You
Yeah, like a
understand?
good
Men still
dicking
love me.
down to bring you back. It can it be that way? Like you get dick down real. If you get dick down good enough, can we bring you back?
But I mean, that's why it's weird. I mean, that's a whole another conversation as far as the gay community, as far as being bi, because you got a lot of dykes that still fucking dudes on the low.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't identify with being a stud or identify with being a dyke, because I'm still attracted to men. I can't say that I hate men or I don't. I'm not attracted to men. Yeah, the attraction is still there. It's just I'm rocking with the ladies right now.
Yes, indeed. So your girlfriend that you have now, you thinking about breaking it off because you want to travel, right?
And not only that, because the thing is, I sent you a message on Facebook, and what it is she's not as, like, it's gonna sound bad, but like how when you start making more money, like I done graduated, I'm about to start making more money, and like I want to find a girl.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. Is that bad? Like, am I a bad person?
No.
I'm about to start making my money. I want a better looking chick.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, but I got a video from your girl. She's trying to plead to you not to break up with her. So is this your girl right here? Hold on.
What's good, ladies? You know what I'm saying? She Gary Young Melly, you know what I'm saying? I'm sexy as hell, you know what I'm saying? She Gary Young Melly, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm losing these weights. God, I'm taking down pills, you know what I'm saying?
They always talk. They always talk crap. But I want to see what you look like. Are you following me on Facebook, Z?
Yeah, on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay. Send me a message on Facebook so I can see what's going on with you.
Yeah. All right. It was good talking to you.
Thank you, Z. Love you. Love you, Z. I love Z. Z, that's our sister. Z just need a good dicking. That's all. Just a good dicking down. She'll be all right. That's all. Some of these girls are just confused. She's confused. She's in a relationship. She's trying to get out. She likes guys. Just give Z a good dicking so she can come on back and get shit straight. Yeah, I knew she was a little stud when she first got on the phone. I could hear it in her voice. All right, what's up? Who's calling?
Hey, what's up, Trick? How you doing, man?
What's up, man? Who is this? Sound like a brother from Africa right now. Who is this?
No, it's a man that called from Montreal, Canada. I called a few times, though.
Yes, indeed. So what's on your mind real quick, fam?
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to congratulate on your success that you're doing for your hitting colors 1, 2, and 3, and 4.
Much respect.
And I appreciate the work you're putting out right now in the news.
Yeah.
And my question right now is, it's regarding like relationship, right? As far as, because you were talking about on your podcast and your shows that when into relationships going on in that society, do you think it works in your opinion? That's for let's say a black woman who actually going out with a white guy. Why do you think it happens so often? Like the ratings are so high, the percentages are very, very high as far as black women choosing a white mate, in your opinion?
Because we live in a system called white supremacy. And in that system of white supremacy, which is global, including Canada. See, the Canadians got this thing where racism ain't as bad in Canada. Well, the thing is, Canada is still dominated by white supremacy. The number of black people is at a minimum, so they don't have to be as aggressive. Got it? But white supremacy is still there in Canada. Let's just not get it twisted. And in the system of white supremacy where you create systematic deprivation and economic deprivation, where the people in the white society have most of the wealth and the resources. Black people have to campaign to them and pander to them in the dominant society for some of those resources. And the easiest way is to do that sexually. So a lot of sisters will sexually pander to the people who have the resources. There's a bunch of broke brothers out here, because brothers ain't trying to talk about no wealth or how to get some of those resources. Brothers out here talking everything else but getting resources. But people got to eat. People got to survive. People need financial security. Women, they need that, and they're going to go to the people who have it. And that's why we see a lot of that. So this is why brothers got to get on their economic game. And I ain't talking about just tricking your money off. I'm talking about creating a situation where you can take care of communities on your own without dealing with the white supremacists. Because the sisters are looking like, okay, if you and I are basically asking the same person for a job, basically, I'm going to get this motherfucker some money and get the job over you. You dig? That's their mentality to a certain degree, and that's worldwide. So we got to get our economic game on. There's no way around. You feel me?
All right, man. I really appreciate that your answer, because I was looking for that for a long time. Because I was listening to your podcast of the Negro Bedouin mentality.
Yeah.
And I was also watching the movie Django. It kind of it's putting me a lot, though, when I see those kinds of things happening, right, especially in our community right now.
Now, the Negro Bedouin is a little bit different. Because I don't knock anybody for interracial dating. That's fine. I get it. We want to interracial date. But the Negro Bedouin takes it a step further. The Negro Bedouin is the kind of female that will get with a white person and then go out of her way to throw other black people under the bus. They have actual disdain for other black people. Just like in the Django movie, when you have the Negro Bedouin sitting under the slave master drinking champagne, whenever a black person came close to her, she's like, ugh. She just rolled her eyes at Django. She had disdain for anything black. So that's what the Negro Bedouin is, and that's what we have now. You got some of these Negro Bedouins who get on Fox News, who they have white husbands talking about, well, what about black on black crime? And black folks they can get out here and they're the mouthpieces for white supremacy. So that's something totally different. So they're in their own little category. But anyway, thanks for the call, fam. By the way, y'all, get Hidden Colors 1, 2, and 3 at hiddencolorsfilm.com. Everybody should have the Hidden Colors series right now. If you don't have it, go online right now. Go to hiddencolorsfilm.com. Get the DVDs now. All 3 of them are available. Share them with your family. hiddencolorsfilm.com, family. That's where you need to be right now, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of folks calling. How many people in this room? We in here heavy. We in this piece heavy. I really want to see what old girl looks like. The sexy stud. That's what we're going to call her. The sexy stud. Yeah, I know Eve, the rapper Eve, said the white dude tamed her. I'm like, okay. Not a good choice of words. And I love Eve. I think Eve is beautiful. But that wasn't a good choice of words. Because they know all that old sass. That ain't working. They know how to turn that sass off. They know how to turn that sass right on off. Let me see if I can see the sexy stud. If she sent me a message on Facebook. Yes, indeed. The movie 7 a.m. off the chain. Let's see who this is. I'm trying to see if the young lady sent me a message on Facebook. I'm looking that up. Now, who is this calling right here? What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, what's going on, man? It's C.
Who is this?
It's C.
C?
Yeah.
What are you calling from?
I won't put my real name out there.
Okay, I knew that wasn't your real name, nigga. Well, what's going on with you, man?
Yeah, I wanted to know what's your thoughts about the mayor in Baltimore firing the commissioner, police commissioner, and bringing a white guy in there.
Yeah, oh Lord! And now you want to talk about a bedwench mentality? Now that's a bedwench mentality. All day. Somebody didn't somebody throw some water on her or something? The mayor.
I don't know.
The mayor of Baltimore. She was somewhere and somebody threw water on her ass or something like that. It was hilarious, But hey,
wow.
But yeah, she's just bedwenching. Nothing more, nothing less. But thank you for the call, brother. All right. Okay, I'm trying to look at my messages and I can't see my goddamn messages. Hold on. Because somebody just sent me a message. I want to see if this is her. Hold on. Is this her? Hold on. Z, did you send me a message on... Oh, let me see if this is her. No, I don't think this is her. Because some female sent me a message. Some herbal tea looking female. Hold on one second. Hold on. I'm trying to see. Okay, Z, Z from Miami. I want you to send a message on Facebook so I know it's you. You dig? Hold on. Let's see who we got. Hello?
Hey, what's going on, Tariq? This is J Money.
This the real J Money?
This is the real J Money. I'm from Maryland.
Okay, now, Jay, why were you on the thing playing? What's going on, man?
I think we had a misunderstanding. I wasn't playing. I thought I made a true statement.
Okay. Now, what was your statement again?
My statement was black businesses cannot thrive in isolation.
Okay, so what made in isolation you mean being only in a black neighborhood?
No, I mean by themselves without the support of other black businesses working together in like a network.
Of course. Who do you think the customers are going to be?
Right, and the supply chain. I don't want them to have to buy their products from white-owned businesses and get ripped off.
Right. Okay. So that's not refuting what we said when we talk about black businesses in black neighborhoods. You were giving the impression that they couldn't survive in a black neighborhood. That's kind of what it made like what it seemed like you were saying.
Yeah, I think we had a misunderstanding, Tariq. I was saying isolation, meaning by themselves without other black businesses to support them and protect them.
Okay, well, that's what I was saying. Okay, now I was saying that to a certain degree. That you should have just said that. That's why I was trying to get you to clarify, because I was saying that a lot of black businesses, if they get successful, they get bought out. Right. And a lot of black businesses, when they're by themselves, you can survive by yourself, but you're just vulnerable. There are places where there's like for example, Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. That's a black-owned business in Hollywood, and it's like one of the only black businesses there, but it's very successful. So that's isolated in that sense, but they have a vast customer base. But
I hear you. I was saying that they can't really thrive, not so much survive.
Right. But it just depends on the business because, again, Roscoe's is thriving, and Roscoe's has different locations all over the place. And, like, for example, Sweetie Pies in St. Louis, she's thriving, and she's basically in isolation. And people, those white businesses around try to attack her business, but she's still successful. So you can do it. You can do it, but it's just better to have other networks of black businesses that you're working with and kind of helping assist each other. You feel me?
I feel you, Flex.
All right, Jay. There you go, man. Jay just wants
can you do me a favor and unban me? Because I liked contributing to the conversation.
Okay, brother. But you got to get to the point, man. You just should have said this earlier, brother. You basically co-signed what we said. You sound like you're just trying to get some attention in the mix. Let me see banned users. Hold on. Wait. Let me see. I'm looking at the banned user thing. Hold on one second. Banned users. Okay. Did I unban you? I don't know how to unban people, to be honest. Hold on. Hopefully you're unbanned.